63 games, 32 matches, 12 German cities, 8 groups of football teams, 4 World Championships between them, 2 World Cup finalists, and 1 World Cup final. This is it. 63 games culminate with 1 more to play, the World Cup final. It's a warm summer night here in the Olympiastadion in Berlin. It has been a long journey. Your patience has paid off. But are you ready for one final ride? The former world champions France line up in their traditional 4-3-3 formation. It is unchanged from the lineup that saw them put away Sweden in the 7-goal thriller in Dortmund. It says a lot when art imitates life, when the game replicates the real World Cup final. These two teams are incredibly talented. Italy line up with a 4-2-2. Del Piero comes back in on the left-hand side, replacing Perotta as usual. No sign of Marco Materazzi to muddy the waters this time around. It's the tandem of TNT, Totti and Toni that France's defence should be wary of. Here we go, World Cup final is underway in Berlin. France playing in blue from left to right. Of course, the colours are reversed from the real World Cup final. Italy playing from right to left in white. Florent Malouda, the first crossing opportunity to the French. Looking for Henry, nodded away by Nesta. Patrick Vieira taking a gamble. Good catch from Buffon. Arguably the world's best goalkeeper. Why not keep him on his toes? Here's Henri. Grosso coming across the cover. Gattuso running back to catch up. Ribéry swings it in. And is cushioned away for a corner. First corner of the game to the French. Oh, Zidane scored 2 of those in the last World Cup final he was in. Look at Toni running at the defence. Some decent agility for the big man. And France trying to figure out what to do. Take him out, that's what. Play goes on. It's not a free kick. Pirlo. Back to Gattuso. Now it's Andrea Pirlo again. Some into players. Italy running out of momentum now. Out wide to Grosso. Plenty of time for a cross. Takes too long perhaps. Oh, this took a little deflection. Barthez is awake. Fortunately for the French. Attentively scooping up the goal ball. He is watching. Zidane. Not a lot of space. There's too much space for Zinedine. Second attempt. Picks out Ribéry. Here's Frank Ribéry. Who's going to come across? Who can make up their mind? Doesn't matter. Too late. Malouda's there. 1-0 to France. And what a way to open the scoring in the World Cup final. Well, how about that? Some uncharacteristic complacency in the Italy defending, allowing Frank Ribéry all the time in the world to swing in the ball for le débutant goal of Florent Malouda. His first goal of the World Cup after selflessly setting up so many for his teammates. Traditionally, you could picture Henry in that position for his club. It's the Lyonnais golden boy, Florent Malouda, who plucks up in that position. Cannavaro, the captain, watches helplessly as that flies over his head. And Buffon must forfeit defeat at the near post. What a start for France. Still early days for Italy. 75 minutes to get back into this yet. Just got to compose themselves and not panic. France have the momentum as the goal scorers. Gattuso trying to catch Barthez off guard with a volley. Everybody wants to be a hero in the World Cup final. And that's found its way to Totti. There's a bit of space. And he's dangerous with him on the ball and Toni on the pitch. The nails begin to lay across the coffin, but Barthez can respond before the hammer comes out. Zidane eyeing up that gap in that Italian defence. Now Ribéry. Well, the idea was the element of surprise against Buffon. Malouda releases it to Thierry Henry, and he is going to take it from distance, and Buffon spilled it. Well, it certainly looks soft and comfortable for the so-called Superman. Now is the sense of occasion going to be Buffon's kryptonite. Ribéry's in a race against Grosso, but he wins with the cross. Now it's only up to Malouda and Henry to deal with this. And Italy soak it up. Chance for a break, swung in, denied by Cannavaro at the near post. Culminate trying to break for Italy. Toni over the top to Totti. He is onside. Flag stays down. Francesco Totti whips it into his other half. Toni is there. And Barthez is there too to cling on to that ball for dear life. Culminate gallops past Patrick Vieira now. Italian opportunity. Culminate is low into Toni. Oh, nice flick onto Totti. Back heel to Luca. Toni buries it. 1-1. And who else would it be for the Italians but Luca Toni? And again, it's another collaboration between himself and Francesco Totti. It took a little while, but Italy have reacted. A back and forth between Totti and Toni. The first back heel from Toni. Receipt from Totti. TNT strike again. Goal number 5 for Luca Toni. And now the scoreline replicates that of the real World Cup final. But for how long? Here comes Totti. I've got a feeling there's more goals in this. Francesco Totti has to duel it out with Zidane to get the cross in. Toni's there! What a turnaround! Italy take lead for the first time in the World Cup final. France's fortune has fizzled out. And Italy began to resemble the ruthless Romans that guided their way to this very moment in the tournament more as this final wore on. Goal number 6 for Toni. Not bad considering he didn't get his first goal until the knockout stages. You can actually smell the confidence growing in Italy. And Italy can smell the blood in the water now. They're going for the jugular. Long ball to Toni. Oh, it's tipped away by Bartes. Corner kick. Zambrotta to scoop it up. Heavy touch. Dispossessed by Zidane. Can he instigate the counter? Here's Florian Malouda. He's got to use that pace. It's guided and served the French so well. So far, Malouda whips it in. And it's shut down for a corner. Nobody home apart from Cannavaro. He lives in that penalty box. Abidal. Makelele scored a final ball against Sweden. Now Sagnol that wide. Whips it in. For little Ribery, but he skied it. Buffon flaps it in like a bird. Parries it into the path of Malouda. Disaster. They've been gifted a way back into the World Cup final. Malouda claims the prize. What was Buffon thinking, if he even was at all? It's calamitous. Of all the places he can punch this ball, it's a blunder in Berlin. And Buffon, for one of the world's best goalkeepers, Buffon, more like buffoon. On the plate for Florian Malouda, gets his only 2 World Cup goals in the final. What an accomplishment for him. Well, it appears France are no strangers to these high-scoring affairs in the World Cup. Is there time for one more piece of drama before half-time? Now Totti, is he through? Oh, and he tried to anticipate. Buffon sprints off the line with a chip. Art imitates life to an extent, but we've already succeeded the real World Cup final in terms of drama. A thrilling 4-goal first half. First meaningful attack of the half, and it's Zidane. Just enough space to squeeze off a shot, but it's blocked. No Abidal. Enough space for a cross. Vieira clips it. Buffon punches again. The man is not feeling it tonight. And finally he's able to compose himself. Well, look at the acre of land that Ribery is in. And instead he turns and sprints. He releases it early, but it's not a cross. It's a very ambitious shot. Makelele. Ribery. Now Makelele runs into the middle and Ribery ignores him completely. Eric Abidal. Florian Malouda slots it in to Zidane. Cannavaro forces him away momentarily. Vieira on the turn, but it's scooped up by Buffon. Better save. And Bukayo Silvestre in a very dangerous position. For Italy, they can't stand off too much. Nesta nods it away. Henry marching it forward. Del Piero been pretty quiet this game. Gets the ball into Camoranesi. That's nodded into space. Oh, and it's wasted. Del Piero down line to Totti. Pipped out by Thuram, and it's going to be a corner. Pirlo swings it in. Totti at the near post. He scores. Italy are back in front. And it's only the 8th king of Rome, Francesco Totti. What would Italy have done without him? Seems like such a soft goal to concede on the near post and poor marking. But with 20 minutes left on the clock, Italy's star playmaker has took the lead for the Azzurri. We're in the business end of the World Cup final now. 15 minutes of excruciating torture for either side. Ribery cuts inside, flicks it in, and Malouda couldn't get a hat-trick. Inzaghi, and it's found its way to Toni. He still stands strong. Vieira, can he initiate the counter? Here's Patrick Vieira, 6 minutes left on the clock. Malouda tries to jump scare Buffon, he's not having it. Swung in, soaked up. Now Makelele, we saw him pull the trigger against Sweden in this position, he's gone down. Dorosu hits the wall, and Ribery helps it into nothing in particular. Well, here comes a break for Italy. Maybe they will show no mercy on the French. What a tackle from Sylvester and the crucial interception. Makelele's feeling it now. The effects of being stiffed by Del Piero. Malouda, classy back heel to Trezeguet. The hero in Euro 2000 has gone back into the box. Malouda, back to Sylvester. It's low across the face of goal and too much in the way and it's over. Italy have done it. World Cup number 4. And the rejuvenation of France has to wait for another 4 years. It's the World Cup campaign of the Azzurri that served as the perfect distraction for the Calciopoli back home. You've got to feel sorry for France. They delighted us with goals galore on the way to this World Cup final. Zinedine Zidane World Cup swan song is not a happy ending. It was nearly a fairy tale end to a glittering career. At least he didn't get sent off though this time, but it was the artistry of TNT, Totti and Toni, magnificent collaboration that belonged on the canvas of Michelangelo's ceiling, and it's Mr. Berlin Wall himself, Fabio Cannavaro, places his hands around the World Cup trophy, hoists it into the air, and your 2006 FIFA World Champions is Italy, and it's a significant 4th World Championship for the Azzurri. They are now the 2nd most successful team in the FIFA World Cup. And 6 goals for Luca Toni, who came into prominence in those knockout stages. Not to mention the playmaking of Totti and Pirlo, the resilience of Nesta and Cannavaro, the brick wall in Buffon. The team of Italy won this World Cup. What a World Cup, and what a World Cup final. A 5-goal thriller in Berlin. It's actually the first final on this channel not to go to extra time. David Villa can breathe a sigh of relief. He gets his moment in the sun. He is the Golden Boot winner. 7 goals to his name with Thierry Henry and Luca Toni breathing down his neck. Florent Malouda secured the most assists. What an asset he was for France in this World Cup. Emerson, Ronaldo. Oh, and he's passed more easily. Lucas Neal creeping up on him, and Ronaldo! Wow! There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Ronaldo on a mission to rediscover that world-class form, and he's having a successful time doing so. Watch this. Through the legs of Craig Moore ends his career, and after crossbarring in, El Fenomeno quickly becoming Mr. World Cup. Well, there you have it, PES fans. I'm afraid our trip down memory lane in 2006 has come to an end. But fear not, the Retro PES ride continues. Our next stop is Austria and Switzerland for Euro 2008. Thank you to everybody who subscribed and commented. I could not have done this without your support.